Spanish Empire. At the time, they were one of the greatest empires in human history. They were the biggest power in New World, and at the same time, they were one of the strongest power in Europe as well, with controlling whole Iberia, Burgundian lands, and even some German lands. However, things didn't go well for them, and they started to decline. But today, we're gonna try to restore their glorious empire again. Without further ado, let's just start it. Right, here we are with the Spain. Even though we had one of the greatest empire in 1836, Spain is not that strong. I'm going to tell you every single detail about Spain and what are we going to do and what are our plan for restoring the Spanish Empire. Well, first, as you probably know, Spain had most of the American peninsula. However, that didn't go well for them. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually not going to do the same mistakes. I'm going to play a little bit more tall. I know most of you guys think like you cannot play tall as Spain because tall is for like Belgium, I don't know, Netherlands, Denmark. No, that's not true actually. You can do a lot of things with Spain because we have a lot of population and very beautiful lands. So both we're going to focus on our own lands and at the same time I'm going to do some colonization because we're going to need some resources that we don't have it in Iberian Peninsula. I know I literally described the colonization, but never mind. So let's just dive into the game. So, technology. Of course, we are in a very bad position here. We don't really have Napoleonic warfare, which is like one of the earliest technology. We don't have banking. We don't have stock exchange. We got a lot of things to do. I'm going to start with stock exchange here, and then we'll go for Napoleonic warfare. Should we go for that? I don't think so. Okay, first stock exchange, and then the second, I want to get the railways. So maybe during this path we will get Napoleonic warfare because that's a really important one, but I don't think I'll be fighting with like huge European powers, so I don't see as a necessary move there. For our taxation, we're gonna put high taxes. I don't really want to put very high taxes because I did once and it didn't go well because you already have too much money with high taxes, so you don't need to tax all your people too much. For consumption taxes, you can actually put some services taxation. However, I don't think that's very necessary, but I'm going to do it anyways because more money is necessary for our campaign here. For national expenses, I'm not going to touch anywhere. And let's talk about our politics. Again, it's a very shitty place here. We got a lot of things that we need to get rid of. Like, first of all, how can we not have colonization as the goddamn Spanish Empire, man? This is embarrassing. So first, we're going to get armed forces into our government here. For now, I'm not going to do the move, exile this guy and get the new one, because I think I'm going to pick a general, which will be a landowner, and at the same time will serve our plans. So let's actually get a few general here for this army. So I think this is perfectly fine. So for our first law, I'm actually going to go for colonization, because as I told you, I really want this. So let's just try it. It's like a very low percentage, but I think we can do it if you're lucky. And now let's talk about your state edicts. I think just give road maintenance here and at the same time encourage resource industry in Navarra. And at the same time, we're going to promote social mobility in both Valencia. I was going to say at this state, but we're out of authority. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to give one more money. Yeah, 3,000. It's actually okay. And we got another state edict here, which is going to be road maintenance for Toledo. Why? Because we have some market access and I'm actually going to build some industry here. So that's also important. Now let's actually talk about our constructed sectors. You might be wondering, why did you open this map? Because this is for iron and you wanted to build some construction sectors. Well, here's the reason. I wanted to switch the iron frame buildings, but in order to switch that, as you probably know, we have something called local price. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build the construction sectors where I will probably have most of my iron mines. So 5 will be enough for the start of the game. Maybe let's make it, yeah, okay, 6 is fine. This is perfectly fine. And then what you want to do, you're going to want to build some logging camps there and there and there and one here. And then we're going to start building some iron mines here because this is very important. Okay, we already have a lot of things in our queue. So I think now we can unpause the game. But of course, before we unpause the game, we're going to need some rivals here. So I'm just going to go for Denmark. You can literally go for any small nation here. Probably like you can go for every single Italian nation because they're just waste of slots. And I also recommend you to go for Dutch East Indies because you don't really care. So this is a perfectly fine. And we have almost 2,000 influence point, which is crazy in my opinion. send your guys to improve relations with most of the great powers in the region and even America, because America is also one of the places that we're going to focus. And now you can actually unpause the game and we will start our first war. And now this is a perfect time. It's only a couple of months past, and now this is a perfect time to attack Morocco due to the reason we have a city, both of them. So we don't really rely on naval invasion, which is extremely important, by the way. So what I'm going to do, I'm immediately going to go for make them my puppet, because this is vital again. So I'm just going to mobilize these troops. So this war will probably end with only 51 battalions, but I just want to make it way faster. So I'm just going to mobilize these guys as well and do a naval invasion so that my war will be so easy. By the way, don't forget to add war operations as well. Sometimes they just back down, that's why I just put that. And there you go, the war actually started. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to plan the naval invasion here. Sometimes the war actually finished before the naval invasion even started. So let's do our war. And as you can see, we're gonna clap their army. Like, it's just, their army is just so trash, and at the same time the naval invasion is literally unstoppable here. I think only a week passed and we actually won the war. That's what I'm talking about. Like, we are not really strong, but when you compare with the African nation, we are quite strong here. And there you go, capitulation. So we got Morocco in our market, which is important because they also got some iron mines, and we're gonna need iron quite a lot. You're gonna see in a second here. So now we can actually chill and stay calm. Okay, now I'm actually gonna go and take some part of Central America, because this is once our land, so I need to take this place. And Central America is actually pretty small, so they only have 7 battalions, so I don't think there will be any problem when I take them. I don't really trust my people, but I'm just gonna rely on my navy for once. Please don't embarrass me, okay? Just, I need you guys for once. There you go, our second war actually started, so I'm just gonna do my naval invasion here. You can do it to Honduras, I don't see any problem with that. You should be able to defeat them, like, you have to. You have a superior army. By the way, in order to make a efficient, 100% efficient naval invasion, I actually create a naval army, which is like only 10 battalions, and I only have 10 navy. So here's the thing, like, Spain is pretty damn strong country. They start with 71 battalions, which is, in my opinion, it's very good. However, they have only 9 navy, which is so bad. So what we have to do, we're going to need to build more navy. So that's even prior than having a huge army, because we already have one. So I have a lot of plans, and in order to execute them, we're going to need this. And by the way, what? Okay. This is so stupid. Like, this is the reason why you need to actually do things fast, because now Honduras is a different country. So yeah, we're screwed. Like, we got a lot of infamy for nothing, literally for nothing. Now I'm gonna have to do this move. Okay, that's actually fine. And there you go, finally we got colonization. So what I wanted to colonize here is actually Congo region, because I don't know, for some reason I really love Congo. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to make my interest over here, and then we'll move on to other places. And there you go, we got us El Salvador as our protector here, even though that wasn't our goal, but it's okay, it is what it is. Okay, since we got extra money in our market, so I'm actually going to switch the iron mine here, specifically in Navarro. So as you can see here, I wanted to build more iron mines because iron is going to be very, very expensive. However, I think this is okay, like this is acceptable. So I'm gonna expand my iron mines one more, and I think this will balance the other one. So we have a lot of iron mines here as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to check here as well how much it will cost me. So we're gonna need tooling workshops, and at the same time, so let's actually build one here. So we have tooling workshops, and we're gonna need one more iron mines here. So let's just do that too. And in Valencia, I think we have also constructed sectors here. Well, we don't. Okay, that's acceptable. So how about here? How about here? Yeah, we got 2 here. How about if I switch to iron frame? Okay, and here we also have some problems with... Okay, let's just build actually one logging camp. Logging camps is always good, like always good. You can always keep them because it's easy to construct them, and at the same time, you always need that. So I don't see any problem with that. And let's just go with the top option there. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I actually focused on building my navy because navy is one of the most important thing if you're a superpower in Victorian era. So I'm doing that, and I also declare my interest into this region because I've mentioned this maybe 1 million times. This is the best region in Africa, in my opinion, okay? And if you're actually controlling those areas, that's just so good. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Now we're spending too much money. I think that's because of the iron frame switch. So I don't mind with that. And let's actually get some extra laws here. I am actually gonna try to get dedicated police force. And I also want to get landed vote. Okay, let's get the landed voting because that will make my land owners happy. And once they are happy, we're gonna make something which they probably don't like it. So this is a good way to deal with the landowners here. And I think we have a decent navy here. Like 14 is enough to take down Zulu. I hope so. They have 20 battalions. Just, by the way, don't ever look at this number. It doesn't represent anything because they always have more and more armies. So I'm just gonna go for conquer state here. Let's hope that the Great Britain won't help them actually. I am going to decrease my army here. I think I'm gonna have like 15 ships, so let's just put these guys into this army here. There you go. I send my 5 dudes there. I'm gonna mobilize this army here. There you go. And we're gonna do our naval invasion to Zulu, and hopefully we can get those provinces so that we will have access to Transvaal, which is the best province in the game because you have a lot of gold mines, guys. Like this province specifically have a lot of gold mines that we're gonna have in a second here. And now we have finally managed to get the best province in the game. I'm also actually going to incorporate this state. It's only going to take 5 years, which is pretty much nothing, guys. Trust me, it's nothing. Like normally you don't really need to get this provinces because it's not the best provinces in the game. However, I'm just gonna get it anyways because I want to make my borders clean. So like 11 infamy, which is suck, but like it's okay, it's not the worst. So I'm actually mobilized these troops here, and then I'm just gonna send them to deal with this country. And at the same time, if you can actually do some colonies, which I can do, I am gonna start doing it here, one here and one here. This will be probably enough, and then we will move on here in Congo region. And just because I have a lot of money, I think I'm gonna switch to iron frame buildings here. Like, should I do that? I'm not really sure here. Like, I'm already building a couple of... okay. So let's just finish this iron mine and tooling workshops. Once we get the employments as well, once we have the 100% efficiency there, we'll have extra a little bit more money. So I will wait until that moment came, actually. And then I will show you my trick to get thousands of money in the early stage of the game. Okay, now we're gonna do our trick here. If you live in a Victorian era and if you need a lot of money, what you're going to do, you're gonna attack a bigger nation and get their money. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna declare my interest in Chinese lands. So South China will be enough, by the way. Like, that's all you need. And let's actually get some here. Yeah, that's actually not really matter. What our plan here is, I want to get Benin and Congo. So we're gonna attack them both. And at the same time, I want to get my money from China. So that's also something we need to do ASAP. I'm trying to get this land award. It's 82%, but still it's not passing. But I don't really care. Like, that doesn't really matter. What it matters is actually we need to get take treaty port from China. That's not really because we need the treaty port from China. That's actually because of the... It's like a fake casus belli. We just need a fake casus belli against China. And this is what we're going to use here. What I wanted to get from them is their actually war reparation. If we can get the Taiwan treaty port, that's also awesome. But like, that's actually what I want. Chusan, which is Korea, also side with them, which is, I don't really care. So I think this is perfectly fine. I'm just going to mobilize these troops. I do have some mobile artillery, like that's why I went for this. Oh, we got a very important technology as well. Like, this literacy is very important, guys. Like, if you can make this number higher, which will save your day, I swear, it will save your day. Our tooling workshop also finished. We got enough iron mines, so I think this is exactly the time I'm gonna switch to goddamn iron flames, guys. Like, seriously, I'm gonna switch to that thing. We're gonna need more iron, so let's just export that, and let's just send this guys to Spain. Can we actually send this guys to over here? No, we can't. Like, that's actually dumb. Like, that's actually dumb. Like, we cannot send our army to our subjects territory, which is like, I don't understand the reason, and everyone is literally supporting Russia. Should we also do that? A lot of things we cannot export anymore. So let's just actually get rid of them so that we will have more authority points, don't we? So yeah, this sounds perfectly fine. So yeah, let's just do our naval invasion here pretty quick. We're gonna go for Taiwan. You guys might be wondering, like, how on earth you're gonna defeat a nation which has 500, actually almost 1,000 battalions. Guys, let me tell you something. China army is crap. I'm gonna show you the reason in a second. I like literally most of my runs, I do the same thing. I do the same thing all the times. Let's get a new government, by the way, because this is not legitimate. I want this, guys, but they will have very low legitimacy. So let's actually have this, guys. And we can have national goals, but they don't want that. Professional army, I have everything I need here. Okay, we're gonna need to have other people into our government. So what if I take this, guys? Actually, yeah, let's just actually do that. Okay, what if I say I don't want local police force in my country and wanted to get dedicated police force? Okay, please do not revolt. I even forgot to talk. Like, please, okay, just chill. I'm not gonna touch you. I just want to get rid of this, guys, please, dude. So basically China actually accept my peace deal here. I only want war operation again. Like, if we could get 3D pull, that would be nice. You know what, I actually don't lose anything, so let's just wait a little bit more and actually test my army if it's strong enough to land here, so that I can also get 3D port, which is significantly important. So my army is like, now it's crap. By the way, the reason I said like you can defeat China is because of this negative thing, which gives them like literally cripple everything they have. So that's why they're actually easy to capitulation. So how many? Okay, they only lose 2. I don't want to waste my time, to be honest here. So, or should we though? It's also very close. I don't know what to do here, guys. Like, I seriously don't know what to do here. You know what? Let's just actually cancel this naval invasion and try to blockade them. And maybe they will be more willing to accept my peace deal here. And they're finally willing to accept our peace deal here. So we got our 3D port from China, which is significantly important news. I'm telling you, guys. And at the same time, we got our war operation, which gives us, let's see, 35,000 pounds for each week. This is significantly important, I'm telling you guys. Like, now we can build way more construction sectors. So that's also what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to build one in Navarra, one in Castile. I'm mainly focusing on this areas just because I told you, I explained you before, I have some iron mines there. So let's just actually put this, guys, on top of the list here. And also I want to build some coals because I need a lot of coals, guys. Like, this is something I like about this nation. Like, they have plenty of resources. Like, whatever you're looking here, like about resources, you got pretty much everything here. You got a lot of population here. Like, this is literally telling you, like, you build your own economy. I let you do it. That's why I think, like, Spain is very, very fun when you compare with the other nations. So now we need to have more colonies in Africa specifically. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to conquer the Benin and also Congo. We don't have any infamy, so I don't see any problem with that. Let's just go for Benin. Benin has very, very good resources, guys. Just look at here. They have dye plantations, they have cotton, they have coffee, they have banana, livestock, sugar, tobacco. They literally have everything we need. So we need Benin. So I'm just going to mobilize these troops here. And let me actually send you guys before the war even started. And can I call anyone? So they wanted to come here, but I don't want to give them anything. So let's just say never mind. And there you go. We have dedicated police force, which is important because this way we cripple the landowners. So I'm actually gonna go for per capita taxation. But is my landowners pissed? Yes, they are indeed. So I am going to try it. This is a dangerous one. It's a risky move. But I'm gonna do it anyways. We have 19% success. If we're lucky, we can actually get this. Like, it's not really hard when you think about it. We're gonna need more iron, so let's just get it. Is there any routes which is not... Okay, I don't want to get iron from Mexicans anymore then. Yeah, I think this is perfectly fine now. And this is perfectly fine. Okay, there you go. Now landowners actually... and it's actually very high, so I need to stop this madness. Benin ward, you can wait there. So now let's see what we can do to make those guys happy as well. Okay, what if I have National Guards? It's only 11% though. I don't think that will pass. So we have slavery. Okay, we gotta do some tricky moves about landowners here, but I don't want to piss them off. So yeah, let's just wait a little bit more. I'll think about something. Okay, now we got Benin, which is one of the most important provinces in the game. So now what I wanted to do, I might go for oil. And I can also go for Congo, which I actually want to go for Congo. Like, I don't know. I feel like this is a better provinces. But anyways, like, whatever you go for actually, like, they all very good provinces here. because they give you a lot of things. Like this place is historically also Spanish colonies, by the way. Like this is South Cameroon, is very Spanish place. I think is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only state in Africa which is Spanish their official language. So, and quite good place for oil as well in the future. I don't know if they actually add it into Victoria 3, but they're gonna have a lot of guys invest here. They're gonna have a lot of oil. So let's actually plan a naval invasion here. Like I want to get Congo before the Belgians actually go there. So we need a lot of... Okay, so let's actually build them. So why don't we just go here and build them, I was gonna say, but we don't have the technology, I guess, do we? Yep, we don't have the technology yet, so we're gonna need to expose. Okay, let's just get it from here. So our GDP is going actually crazy here. So we have 20 million GDP, which is, in my opinion, it's significantly important when you actually think about we haven't done anything. We're just industrializing our country. Now we have 100 construction sector, which is also very good. So I'm mainly focusing on things that I don't have in my country. So I'm actually going to cancel this. So I think we get rid of the resource problem. So now I'm going to focus more on industrialization, because this is what matters when it comes to GDP. So we can get another resources from another countries. However, you cannot actually get the ones which is related with industry. So I'm actually going to try to reduce their autonomy in Morocco as well. Please just accept it. Okay, they accepted. So now they're literally part of our Spanish market, and they have the yellow color as well. I like the color of Spain actually. Maybe that's because I'm an E4 player, but I don't know, who knows, only God knows. So I'm gonna focus on this Arabian countries because they have no battalions, so it's just free real estate. Why don't we have it? Yemen is a very important place, so I'm actually gonna start my diplomatic play here. We're gonna conquer these places, and then I will release them so that they will produce their own stuff. So the only and the main reason I wanted to have them is mainly because I wanted to get the coffee from the Arabian Peninsula. So what does this guy want? Okay, America actually offer us obligation if we help them out with the American capitalist revolt. You know what? I think I'm gonna decline this because I want these guys to be successor, to be honest. Yeah, like if America produce more stuff, that's actually good for the world. So I don't have any problem, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna mobilize these troops because I think 6 will be enough, more than enough. So let's just send these guys over here. And no, America, I'm not gonna accept this, bro. Like, don't spam this. Jesus. No is a no, okay, America? No is a no. Oh my god, Mahari is actually back down. What the heck? Okay, let's just actually send this 19 division to Mahara, and then I'm gonna conquer whole Arabian Peninsula, and then Yemen, actually, specifically Yemen, and then we'll have a lot of coffee, and in the future we'll have some oils as well. We have this 5th army. I don't really care. I'm actually gonna decline this. Okay, Congo. Okay, Congolese. Jeez, I don't want to deal with this stuff, man. So, is there any chance I can send you here? No, I think I'm gonna need to do a naval invasion. So we're gonna need to do 2 naval invasion at the same time. So let's just finish this one first, and then we'll focus on later on in Arabian Peninsula. And can I have diplomatic interest here? Like, the good thing about having treaty port or like a small land, like even you have like we have a small treaty port in China, we don't need to declare interest in South China so that we have enough point to spare. So I'm just gonna send 1 here and 1 here. I don't want to focus on South America because I don't see any point with that, to be honest. That's why I'm not gonna go there. So let's just actually stay here and suppress the Congolese revolt, and then we'll move on to Arabian Peninsula. Our conquest in Arabian Peninsula is going crazy here, so we got this nation as well, and I'm actually going to attack this guys too. But I need to take my infamy again, guys. 11 is acceptable, so let's just conquer state. I'm gonna go for fully conquer state. I know some of you guys actually asking me like, why don't you make them your protector instead of like conquer them and release them later on? It's because making protector is actually kind of useless when you actually release them as your vassals, because vassal is like way better than protector. And again, like, and also some of you guys actually asking the same question, why don't you control those lands by yourself instead of giving them to your vassals? Well, the answer is actually very easy. So I get a lot of lands I need to improve. Like, Spain is not one of those industrialist country in Europe, so we need to industrialize our country. and we need to use every single construction sector that we have for that reason. However, if I have these provinces at the same time, I need to build these guys as well, but I cannot do that, okay? So what I am doing here, and also, it's just they don't let me have, this is just so dumb. I need to get rid of this landowners, but anyways. So now with this way, I'm gonna release these nations, and they're gonna build their own stuff, because each nation have 10 construction sectors, which means that if I release, like, let's say 4 nations here, I will have extra 40 construction sectors only work for these nations, which is significantly important in my opinion. So that's why I'm gonna go for it. And it's just so easy to conquer. And also, like, for example, Oman has very good land as well. For example, I'm gonna get this land. I'm not gonna release goddamn Oman, because this land, like, especially this one, Zanzibar, is very good. When you look at this, all of these things, it's just a province that I'm not gonna risk my life to lose this place. I think this is time to go back to our fatherland, which is the land that we had in the past. I told you I was going to focus on a little bit on South America, so I'm just gonna declare my rivalry with Venezuela, and then I am going to make them my protectorate, and it only gave me like 9 or like 10 infamy, which is almost nothing. So let's just actually send this guys here. And where is my navy? Okay, it's over here. So let's just send this guys here. And at the same time, I want to release some nations from inside of my country. So let's just go here, release some nations. Najd, of course, dude, you can for sure be an independent country. And I think I want to get some this small country as well. Mahra, it's like a very big provinces. Okay, you can have it as well. There is Kathiri as well. I'm not going to release these provinces because I want to do my attack to this Qasimi state so that I will have easy time there. And yeah, I think this is pretty much enough. So let's just try to get this, guys, actually. Like, this is important and vital so that we will have some foothold in South American peninsula. Jesus, we have a very, very crazy guy here. I want you, dude. I literally want you. I'm gonna grant him the leadership. And there you go. Now, finally, we have someone we can like in landowners. Like, this is so important. Well, unfortunately, our kingdom is not very good country for laissez-faire. I wish we could have that. But again, we don't have it. So what I am going to do, we have a lot of options for our companies here. What I wanted to go for, actually, like, these are all pretty accurate. I don't really need bureaucracy, so I'm not going to go for this one. I can go for textile combined. However, I think this 5% and 5% here, like, this is one of the best, so I'm just going to go for here. We have many other companies which will be significantly important. For example, this one, like, we have many companies. That's why I actually told you, like, Spain actually changed, and it's one of my favorite nations here. The only reason is that because they have very, very good factories. And also, I want to show you something else here. Like, guys, when you try to land in a country, like, for example, here, like, they don't let us invade, right? So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm just going to cancel naval invasion, even though we were successful, as you can see here. I'm going to plan one more. So I'm just going to click here, and we're just going to click here, and there you go. So now I'm going to do second naval invasion. So, like, we're going to do a cycle, because you're not going to be out of manpower because you're Spain, but they will eventually. So that's our goal. Now you see there's literally zero resistance when we try to land here. You can switch to this one. Is there anyone we can switch? Let's just go for this, guys, and let's just go for this, guys. Go for this, guys. We have many constructive sectors that we need to use ASAP. So yeah, I think everything is fine and everything is cool here. Okay, we got Venezuela. I actually want to get New Granada as well, but we need a place where we can actually settle our army. So I'm actually going to attack this country here, Costa Rica. They don't have any protector, which is nice. So I'm going to get these provinces, and then I will position my army here and then attack New Granada. Because again, guys, just to make sure, these countries are kind of strong. So you need to position your army very close to there. So let's just position our 19th division here. We have some stupid divisions here. I think I'm gonna cancel it. Yeah, let's just dismantle that. I don't think I need that provinces here. And then I will focus on my Yemenis Arabian Peninsula conquest as well. But let's just get this province first. Now we have gotten our first provinces here, so that we will have a base. How many battalions do you have? Okay, so I think we're gonna need this big chunk of army here. So let me just send this guys here. And then I will immediately make this guy my protector. It's only 15 infamy, by the way, which is nothing. Like, this South American nations are significantly huge. However, they only give you like small percentage of infamy. That's why it's easy to actually reconquer these places. Okay, now I think we can do our move here. So we're gonna go for make you guys my protector, and we are going to mobilize you guys. I think I could have declared my rivalry too, right? Yeah, we can even do that during the diplomatic play. That's actually crazy. So I'm gonna humiliate you. I'm gonna make this my primary goal. I'm gonna ask for reparation. And what do we want more? Like, I think this is more than enough. Yeah, this is more than enough. I'm gonna make this one is my primary demand as well. And let's just deploy you guys over here. We can do a naval invasion. Like, that would be actually so good and fast. Why don't we do it? Yeah, let's just position my army here. They're already in Iberia, so it's not a very long distance. So I'm just gonna put this guys here, and I'm gonna do my naval invasion. Is there any chance that we can get Venezuela into this war? I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, that's no problem. That's no problem. Okay, now finally we got New Granada as well, and Spanish market is going crazy. Like, it's literally so crazy. Our legitimacy is very, very low. What can we do to fix that? How about with this? We do this, and there you go. And in this game, they never let me have per capita taxation. It's just now I say, like, I wish I could have civil war so that I will have easy time, because this is literally killing me. Like, so dumb and so stupid, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, I think this is a great time to actually finish this video, in my opinion. So we're in a very, very good position here, guys. Like, literally very strong. 27 million GDP. It could be higher, guys, but like, I am playing as Spain, okay? Just, I'm trying to make this country great again. So we're in a number 7 place, which is also a-okay when you compare with other countries. So we have almost 20 million population, which means that we have a very high potential in terms of GDP. Let me actually come here. And there you go. We are both the Austrians, Prussian, Japanese, the Ottomans, and Dutch. And we're literally behind the United States of America. And I think if we play 5 or 10 years more, we can overthrow the United States as well. And we're making 20,000 per week. Just keep that in mind as well. And our country is in a very great position here. We have many protectors. So this bit of South America and Central America is part of our market. And we got Morocco. We got the best lands in Africa, specifically these provinces, Congo and Benin. And also we have a treaty port from China, and we have Philippines, we have Arabian Peninsula. So I think we're in a very good position here, but we can make this country way stronger. So that's why I'm gonna stop here. Like I said, if you like the video, please don't forget to leave a like. And I'm trying to hit the fastest 10,000 subscribers. So if you subscribe to my channel, I will make more video, and you won't lose anything because it's all free. So if you hit that subscribe button, if we can get 300 likes for this video, I'm going to make the part 2 or the one that you want me to make video about it in the comments. So you can comment on it. I will try to read all of them and answer all of them. So until the next video, take care.